So this will be based on the cumulative results over the day's action. Now Adam Bucock looks to be up there, Lewis Stannard as well. We've also got Damien Barris-Haggett, who is still the current points leader, but will be running from row 2. So drivers currently on the formation lap ahead of their final race, round 6, before we see them at Nuts Corner, last weekend of the month. So it looks like Bucock is on pole, Stannard is alongside him, then it's Barris-Haggett. And it looks like, I think it's the number 16. Behind him will be, looks like Ollie Poole and Kasper Tomilewski rounding out the top 6 as the Honda Cadets are waiting for their final. So, lights out and away we go for the final time for the Honda Cadets this weekend here in Glan-Y-Gors. And instantly getting the whole shot is Ali Bucock, Stannard. And it's Barris-Haggett. So, Burrows, Poole, Tomilewski. Tomilewski might have a run going into the top part of the hill. And looks like he's made up one place up into 5th. Oh, and there's one that's gone very, very wide indeed. That's Lincoln Douglas in the 12. Very wide up at the top. So at the moment it's Bucock from Stannard, Barris-Haggett in 3rd, make that 2nd very shortly I would imagine. Burrows, Tomilewski. Looks like Ollie Poole or looks like Ollie Poole might be in just behind the Polish driver. No, he's actually another place down as they now come around the final corner. We'll just find a change of the order. So Bucock leads from Stannard, Barris-Haggett, Burrows, Tomilewski now up into 5th, Poole into 6th, Liam Hartley now up into 7th, Riley Wright in 8th position. So this particular one is 10 minutes plus an additional lap. As Bucock is trying to get away, but Stannard is coming under increased pressure from Barris-Haggett, who's just literally put left. Oh, one's gone very wide. Oh, that's Jack Burrows. Jack Burrows went very wide off track and rejoins. So that's promoted the likes of Tomilewski, Poole and Hartley. And that's put him right in the firing line of maybe... That looks to be Lincoln Douglas behind him in the 12. Which it is. So after that off-track excursion, and Tomilewski now up into fourth place. The battle at the front is still waging on, and it looks like it's going to be very shortly concertinaed. So Bucock leads. Barris-Haggett now up into, well, it looks like he's got Stannard there. Bucock now down into 3rd place. Tomilewski in 4th and is charging. And is trying to go up the inside. Can't make it stick quite yet. Still plenty of time left in this Honda Cadet final. And Bucock has still got the measure of the young Pole, who's based out of Glasgow. So 8 minutes plus an additional lap to go as Barris-Haggett is going side by side with Stannard for the lead of the race. Well, not quite yet. Stannard actually is keeping him in check as Tomilewski is trying to put the feelers out on Bucock for 3rd place. Stannard takes a tight inside line to keep that lead for the moment. And Barris-Haggett takes a quick look over his left shoulder to see the likes of Bucock and Tomilewski right behind him. And Barris-Haggett is trying every which way but possible to get past, and it's not quite working out for the O-Plate champion at the minute. Meanwhile, behind Tomilewski, you've got the likes of Poole, Hartley and Wright. I think Riley Wright might be also in the back. Yes, he is. He is in the background. It's the youngster from Bracknell also getting in on this heavyweight action, and now that he has gone up a class. And the top four separated by less than half a second, as Stannard is still keeping Damien Barras-Haggett behind, and that's allowing Bucock, Tomilewski, Poole, Hartley. Burrows is just ahead of Riley Wright, who's shown incredible pace for his first outing, as another gesticulation there from Barras-Haggett as Stannard clumps the curbs and goes right in front of him. But the thing is that Barras-Haggett didn't have his cart alongside enough, I think, in my honest opinion, for him to go for the overtake. He might have felt he might have done. But now it's a case of who's going to blink first, as Tomilewski is now past Bucock. Watch out, here we go. It's going to be battle royale here at GYG in the Honda Cadet final. Stannard still leads, Barras-Haggett in second, Tomilewski charging in third, Bucock fourth, Poole in fifth. Then you've got Hartley. Riley Wright is now up into seventh position ahead of Jack Burrows. So he's got past the number 16. Barras-Haggett is having to bide his time. There's 5 minutes plus an additional lap in this Honda Cadet final still to go. So they all come round the final corner, line astern. And it's a case about who's going to be blinking first. So last laps around, it's a 51.9 for Stannard and Barras-Haggett, 51.92 for Tomilewski. Bucock 51.75. As looks like Bucock's lost out again, and I think that might be Ollie Poole now that's trying to challenge Kasper Tomilewski for third place. That's for a podium spot here at GYG. But the number 20 is not having it at the moment. And that's very close yet again. Stannard is just getting in there just in the nick of time ahead of Barras-Haggett, who says, well, look, you know, his gesticulation is probably to the fact that he thinks that he's got the run on him. So Stannard is still being ultra competitive and does a 51.99. Barras-Haggett and Tomilewski did a 52.03 respectively. Bucock a 51.75. Fastest lap of the race is currently Jack Burrows with a 50.87. Riley Wright, however, is running in the 51.6s. That's impressive pace, as well as Barras-Haggett has now dropped considerably back from Stannard. And it's just that there was so much happening between him and Stannard that he just probably has just thought, you know what, I've had enough of this, and has decided to drop back and consolidate strong points because he is the points leader. He wants to still maintain that gap between the likes of Tomilewski, and also Hartley as well. But he's right on the back bumper of Stannard again, as we have 3 minutes plus an additional lap yet to go here. Top five at the moment, Stannard still leads. Barras-Haggett getting frustrated behind in second. Tomilewski in third. Bucock fourth. And Stannard took a tighter line yet again at the top of the hill. And all the while, this is allowing Kasper Tomilewski to have a look at Barras-Haggett for position. And the problem is that with this happening, that Stannard just keeping everyone at bay, it is effectively not the trolley train, it's the Stannard train at the front end of the field, and it's frustrating Damien Barras-Haggett, and everyone is catching hand over fist. Tomilewski, Bucock, Poole, Burrows, Hartley, Riley Wright's now in there. You remember what happened in the first heat with Damien Barras-Haggett? He got eliminated and managed to come back. Go and finish in 6th position come the end of the first heat. And now he wants that win, and he wants to win in the final as well. So it's still nip and tuck, and Bucock goes a little bit towards the inside of the chicane, as there was now that was very close indeed. I don't know whether there was a little bit of contact between Barris Haggett and Stannard there. It's too difficult to make out just with the pure pace that they're running at. They're running in the 51s. Jack Burrows has done a 50.78. Tomilewski 51.5. Bucock 50.9. Ollie Poole 50.97. The two leaders 51.82 and 51.77. And it's all going to come to a head very shortly. I can feel it. As Barris Haggett is still... Now that was very close indeed. Now he is getting incredibly frustrated because of the tactics that Stannard is using. But Stannard is he's not moving, he's not weaving about. He's making sure that he's putting the cart where he wants it. He's the one controlling it, as Tomilewski is possibly going to lose out to third. He has lost out to third. Could it be he's lost fourth as well? Now he's tumbled down the order, now down into at least 6th or 7th position. And it's all come to a head, and there was contact. Barris Haggett hit the back bumper of Stannard and unsettled the front end of the car, and the rear end started twitching. We've got 34 seconds plus an additional lap to go in this race. And you know what this means? Barris Haggett is going to get incredibly more frustrated as the race progresses. So we'll have this. Oh, and that was not meant to happen. And I have to say, Barris Haggett could have just let it go. Completely let it go, and he's gesticulating. He needs to carry on with the race. I'm sorry about that. That's just my opinion on this. It was side by side. It was two wheels against two wheels, and there's more contact between Barris Haggett and Bucock as they go down the hill. The points leader is getting incredibly frustrated and does not need to take it out on the opposition. So he needs to keep the regulation state, keep both hands on the steering wheel at all times. It doesn't matter what you're in, whether it's an F1 car, a kart, a sports car, whatever. There are rules, and he just needs to keep himself composed, get back charging, because it's now its last lap board. And Jack Burrows is now in the lead of this race. Now, the funny thing is that Ollie Goodyear is not showing on my timing screens. He's actually the one that's in the lead. Oh, and that was very close. Two wheels on the curb. Oh, that was not going to happen. The front fairings come off of Lewis Stannard's car. What drama at the end of this race on the final lap. He did not need to do that. He might have just outbraked himself, hit the back part of Jack Burrows' rear bumper. The front Nassau plate went flying off. And again, he's Damien Barris Haggett is yet again getting frustrated. And there's more contact down the field. Points leader off the track. Checkered flag is being prepared. And who's going to get it? It's a drag race. Who's going to get it? I think it's Goodyear. The thing is, I think it's Goodyear because they are pointing at each other saying, have you won? Have I won? What's going on? Now, please, can we have a slow motion replay, Mr. Fitchu? Because that was a drag race to the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be quite... I'm not going to be controversial here because I can pretty much see this, that I think it's going to be... I think it's 7. I think it's the number 7 of Ollie Goodyear. He might have just caught this. So let's just wait a moment because I think that's the closest finish in 2018 in the BKC this year. That's incredible. Let's have a look. Okay, coming around the final corner, Goodyear's got the outside run. Burrows on the inside. Wait for it. That is so close. That is so close. I don't know how to call it. Because the thing is, Ollie Goodyear has not been on the timing screen all race. And I wondered why. Was there a transponder issue? Because that is hands down. That is literally if you put an A4 piece of paper, like literally portrait side on, alongside a bumper. Oh, okay, right. Let's have another look here. So Ollie Goodyear's in front. Jack Burrows right behind him. Okay. It's Goodyear by a whisker. It's Goodyear. Absolutely. That is hand on heart the closest race finish I have ever commentated on. And you can see, just look at on the those watching on the actual live feed. No, it hasn't frozen. Thank you, James Fitzhugh, for calmly hitting pause there at exactly the right moment. That is the closest finish. Okay, you could not have actually parlayed this into. Okay, yes, they've done it in Hollywood with Driven with Sylvester Stallone and whatever, but that's real life. And watch the reaction from the pair of them as they go through turn one. Ollie Goodyear's gone like, have you got it? Jack's gone, I don't know. What about you?